Hello everyone and welcome to another episode here on the MIgardener channel. I know you all are going to love this one because it's a October harvest video. Now I was outside picking some stuff like I normally do, and I was coming across some absolutely incredible tomatoes. These are so pretty. They're so pretty. They're deep red, deep yellow, and I also was getting just a few of these colored bell peppers here. These are the Sun Bright bell peppers. Look at that. You can't beat that. And it's in October nonetheless. And so I thought I'd just come along and do a harvest video. So we got a lot more other beautiful tomatoes, just absolutely incredible color on those. And so yeah, so we are going to we're gonna come back here, pick some more tomatoes. The honeybees are buzzing around the basil that's flowering, so we're gonna kind of move around them. All right, so we're gonna get some beautiful Opalka tomatoes. These are incredible. Was not expecting to get those this late in the season. I also just picked another beautiful lemon boy. Look at that, that's gorgeous. I think we're gonna get some beautiful pineapple tomatoes. That one actually just fell off the plant there. Wow, look at that. Check that out. Those are huge. I am so stoked about this. I was not expecting that. Now another thing we've been getting a ton of are these red pear tomatoes. In fact, the plants got so large and so laden that last night we had a really strong wind and some pretty heavy rain, and it knocked over the supports. So that kind of happens this time of year. That's okay. The plants are still growing. In fact, they've already turned upwards towards the sun, and they're not quite minding that they've fallen over, but it just makes accessing them a little harder. Well, I guess it makes harvesting a little easier because we don't need a ladder anymore, but it also makes accessing the rest of the bed a little more difficult. So you win some, you lose some, right? But I mean, this is just incredible. These things are loaded down, and we've done nothing, absolutely nothing. They've just been loving all the treatment they've been getting since the beginning of the year, and we've just been reaping the rewards. I mean, check that out. Every single week, folks, every single week we're getting handfuls, if not several pounds of these tomatoes every single week. And it's just something, I mean, hey, in the store, you're not gonna find anything local at this point anymore, at least here in Michigan. There is no more locally grown tomatoes. If you do, they are very expensive, like $4 to $5 a pound at our local farmer's market. So not really a grocery store, but if you do have a farmer's market nearby, you're usually paying a pretty penny for them. So I'll tell you what, I'll take that any day. All right, there we go. So I just harvested all the tomatoes because they were doing a lot of construction in the background. I didn't want to have all that sound. So I just went ahead and harvested some of the tomatoes while they were busy doing all their, whatever they're doing. They're doing some road work over there. And so I think they're done now for the most part. But we ended up getting about 1.5 pounds of the yellow pear tomatoes, which are incredible. It's still producing just as much as the red pears are. We ended up getting even a couple Romas, a couple blushing black crim, a couple incredible black crim. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I love the black crim. We ended up getting a couple Cherokee purples. There's some nice Cherokee purples there. We ended up getting a small, just a small purple cabbage there, or I guess a red cabbage. And then also we have the black plum, which just did insane. They're still producing, and we've got a lot there too. So now we have to harvest some peppers because there's a lot of those. Now as for the bell peppers, we've had one of the best years we've ever had for bell peppers. And so I've got a ton to harvest. I'm probably gonna pick them and then show you what I got because it's kind of hard to access, but really awesome nonetheless. I'm really happy with the bell peppers this year. Pretty awesome just from one plant. I'll take it. Now as for the Serranos, pretty much the story goes that if you plant one plant, you're probably going to have enough. And that's been the case here. We have been inundated with just tons of Serrano peppers, which also we're not complaining about because they are our newfound favorite hot chili. They are just so versatile. They're not super hot, but they're hot enough. And I mean, if you're adding a flavor or aromatics to dishes, you're cooking, man, Mexican, Chinese, Mongolian, it doesn't matter. I mean, we've cooked so many different types of food using the Serrano pepper. And check that out. That is in October, folks. I love it, and there's still more to pick. And it's always a good day when you have a shirt full of produce. There is all the peppers and tomatoes. That is like 30 pounds of produce. And we're still getting tons of kale. The Scarlet Kale's lasted the longest. The Lacinato's still good. It's just kind of starting to near its end. The Premier Kale's pretty good, only it's starting to get some powdery mildew, which that variety is the first to get powdery mildew when it gets really damp and cold. But the Scarlet Kale, man, it's a winner. I love it. So yeah, we're still getting more of that. And as for the Swiss chard, I mean, it's Swiss chard. It never dies. This stuff just grows all summer long. We've been harvesting from it. It's amazing, and it's so delicious. Even when it gets hot, it does not get bitter. You just saute up the leaves or use it in a salad. It is so versatile. We absolutely love it. So yes, this is a great one for October. And as for the blue curled Scotch kale, it's the same as the Scarlet Kale. It's doing incredible. This stuff is absolutely delicious. Even in midsummer, it doesn't get bitter at all. So there you go. There is a very successful October harvest for you all. I can't wait to start getting into the lettuce and beets that we planted earlier in the year. Definitely gonna be a delicious addition. And so I hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new, and we'll catch you all later. See ya. Bye.